Your future wife has sucked the skin off another man's cock. Your future wife was begging him to put it in. Your future wife was looking that man in the eye while he was fucking her, begging for more. Now let's flip it. Your future husband is porn addicted. Your future husband can't get it up during sex. If you don't suck him off before you guys have sex, he's not getting it up. Your future man, every time he looks at women in public, they get disgusted. They look away like that. When your man looks at people in public, they get genuinely disgusted by him. Is this the future you want? Like, just genuinely. Does that sound appealing? Does it sound good that you have to your man in order for him to just be and fully penetrate you? Does that sound fun? Does that sound good? Guys, does it sound good that your woman, your future wife, the one who you are gonna lay in bed with, you have just put the kids to bed, and now you're laying in bed with her, you're looking in her eyes, and you have to think in the back of your head, she has sucked the skin off another man's dick, and not in some I have one body type situation. No, you picked the best that you could. You got the best that you could. So for a lot of you guys, the best that you could is a girl who was, I was experimenting in college. I fell for the trap. But I'm a changed woman now. Oh, so that water in the back of my fucking thing keeps making sound. So I apologize for that. Your future husband. Does this sound good to you? Your future husband, he's an embarrassment. He masturbates and then he can't look people in the eye afterwards. Does that sound like someone you want to be staring deeply into their eyes in the most intimate moments of your life? Does that sound like something you want? Doesn't sound good to me. So why do I bring this up? Raise your fucking standards, mate. Now part of this is like I'm speaking to myself, but I'm also speaking to the many thousands and millions of people that are in the exact same scenario as me. People who are just low-level cretins who have never had standards for themselves and who have never actually decided what they truly want. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, your future is what I described at the beginning. If you don't develop standards for yourself, if you don't actually try to envision a good life for yourself, what you're gonna get is the bottom of the barrel. And that's if you get that. That's if you get that. Because there's gonna be millions upon millions of other people that are doing the same thing. It's like you get a girl, right? She's looking at, she never had standards for herself. Now she's looking at her options. Porn addict, video game addict, also a porn addict, weed addict. Oh, look at that guy. Oh man, that guy who is blue collar, has his own business. Oh man, he got married years ago. Oh man, he figured it out oh man, I can't get him. Oh, you know what? I actually might try. Because I'm in this low self-esteem state and I need to be validated. Oh yeah, why not try to go break up that family and get validated by the fact that this man would put his penis inside of me? Pause. But that's the future if you don't have standards for yourself. Because there's going to be a point where you look at a person and you're like, damn, I deserve that person. Or, okay, maybe not deserve, but I should have a type of person like that. And why should you? Why should you? You should have if you had done what you needed to do. Have the good standards. Get a good job. Get spiritual. Advance your mental state. Advance your physical state. Advance your emotional state. Rather than just being some cretin that is... One thing I often say is that people are animals, but the thing that changes us is we have the conscious ability to remove ourselves from the animalistic realm. And what do I mean by that? we get to think about our actions. We can give forethought. You know, we have thoughts before we make an action. Now, if you are completely intuitive when it comes to your life, you just go with the flow, you just do whatever you feel, your wife, your husband, they're gonna be the people who I described at the beginning. And I don't say this as a point of like point and laugh. I don't say this as like to separate. I don't say this as anything demeaning to those people. But what I'm saying is, even them, they don't want to spend their lives as who they are. If you go to go to Walmart, go see an extremely obese couple. If you were to ask both of them, and there was no way that this information could get out, do they love themselves? Do they truly love themselves? You're not gonna get a yes. You're not gonna get a yes. Or go to that same fat couple. Do you truly love the other person that you're with? Or is that person just a convenience? Person might just be a convenience. That person might just be someone who pays the bills and makes it easier to pay the bills for you. Or that person might just like cook and clean. And that is like what you need because you don't want to fucking cook and clean in your house. So you get that other person, but yet you guys can't stand each other and you don't even want to have sex with them. You don't want to fully penetrate them. You don't even want to fucking look at them for the most part. You don't want to be seen in public with them. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Now, why I say it like that is because if left to our own devices, we're all just gonna get fat, ugly, and disgusting, especially in the modern world where everything has plastic in it and all the plastic is gonna fuck with your hormones, so it's actually gonna make it harder to lose weight and be healthy. Or if you're like me who lives in America, every fucking food that you try to buy, unless it's a complete whole food, like if you're just buying an orange, but everything has extra sugar, everything has extra this, extra that, extra filler, just to make us fat and diseased. Healthcare isn't public for a reason, my guy. Like, let's be real. If we cared about our people, healthcare would be free, and we would not have so many fat fucks polluting the land. And I'm not, and this, again, this isn't a attack on the people. They're just, what is, how do you say it? They're just the result of this systematic failure. So why do I say all this? Don't be a fucking result of a systematic failure. Have standards for yourself. Have goals. Have ideals. Have morals. Have stuff that you work towards. Have a future envisioned. Not a future that is a plan for you. I mean, that might work for you. That might work for you. If someone has, like, if your parents, they have a business and the plan is for you to work at the business and then for them to retire, but you take over the business, that sounds like a good fucking plan. Hey, more power to you. Stick to that. But if you were like me and you didn't have a plan at all, you know what was gonna happen? Entropy. If you're not going towards something, you can't just stay. You don't stay baseline. You decay. The entropy sets in. You start to move towards chaos rather than order. That's just the natural law. Like, the law of entropy is a natural law of the universe for a reason. Now, it's cyclical. That's a whole different discussion. It's cyclical. It's not just go to entropy. There's also, go to order. But, hey, that's a different topic for another day. But the core of what I'm trying to say right now is have standards for yourself. Because if you don't, people who do have standards are going to end up with every single little thing that you want in your life. You want a six-pack? Yeah, they already have that. You want a gorgeous wife or a gorgeous husband? They already have that. All right. Let's say you don't have the super high standards. You want, you want an average-looking gal or an average-looking guy, someone who's, who has good morals, good ethics. Yeah, they've already settled down. They've already gotten with people who are like them. People with good standards, people with good nature, good morals. They've already done that. So what is left is a cesspool of pure degeneracy. What you're going to get is, if you're a guy, what you're going to get is a complete pool of single mothers, women with BPD who have never grown up, hot chip and lie, and prima donnas, and underdeveloped people. Oh, and most of them are fat, by the way. And then if you're a girl, right? If you're a girl, if you're a woman and you don't have standards, which I don't know why you don't, but if you are a woman and you don't have the standards, you know what you're gonna get as your future partner? Porn addict, video gamer, the alpha male who has never actually gotten an ounce of pussy in his life, like an ounce of genuine pussy. So now he has to masquerade as this alpha male with high standards. And now you're going to be stuck having to literally, and I mean literally, wipe his ass. So, hey, it's on you what you want in your life. But I'm saying this as someone who does not want that. Someone who enjoys progress. Someone who enjoys seeing society and just people at a personal point. I love seeing people flourish. I love it. Like it's such a great feeling to know that the world is constantly trying to bog people down, and then you got this little sunflower that rises up and is a beautiful sunflower. You know how beautiful that is? Genuinely. It's one of the most amazing things to see, like especially when you come across a person like that and you talk with them. It's just like the world's problems don't exist. They are a beacon of sunshine, you know. They represent everything that we should strive towards. So yes, you must have standards. And you don't really got to do anything you don't want to do. So if you don't want to have standards, yeah, go ahead and get your fucking future AI wife or husband, you know? It is what it is.